How to make the greatest comeback in life. 27, male. Struggled with depression, anxiety, gaining addiction for the past 10 years. Feel like I've finally reached a point in life where I somewhat feel good enough in my own skin to start working again, socialize with other people, and deal with all the past pain. I'm currently not even sure what I want to achieve with my life though. A few years ago, I didn't even think I would make it to 30, but now I'm actually doing pretty well. Thought about maybe saving up for a house, making some new friends, and maybe even try out dating for the first time in my life. I'm good if I can't find a partner right away, though I don't really have any expectations on. Even though I'm still anxious and struggling, I just felt like it's too short to spend all my free time by myself in isolation. If there are any rituals you know of to improve your overall health and quality of life, please don't mind sharing them. I would love to try out new things to improve my daily routine. Amen. First of all, huge respect. People usually talk about comebacks like there's some dramatic movie montage with instant results, but what you just described, that's the real comeback story. Quiet, slow, messy, and built on years of survival. You've already done something most people never give themselves credit for. You stayed alive long enough to feel life shift. That already puts you miles ahead of who you were before. Now the question is, how do you build on that? How do you turn a survival story into a comeback story? Here's how I break it down. 1. Start with identity, not goals. Most people try to come back by setting big goals like buy a house, get a girlfriend, fix their life. But honestly, the strongest comeback starts with figuring out who you want to be, not what you want to check off a list. A simple exercise. Write down the version of yourself you'd be proud to become in the next 3 years. Not achievements. Character. Things like someone who keeps promises to himself, someone who shows up even when anxious, someone who has a balanced relationship with work, hobbies, and people. Comebacks are built on identity first, goal second. 2. Don't underestimate what you already did. Most people don't escape a decade-long loop of depression, anxiety, and addiction. The fact that you're 27 and still willing to choose growth, that's huge. So treat this phase of your life like a second birth. You're not late. You're not behind. You're stepping into adulthood with a level of self-awareness that people twice your age never reach. 3. Start small, ridiculously small. Your brain has lived in survival mode for 10 years. So instead of forcing big changes, create tiny ones. Things like 10-minute walks, 5 minutes of cleaning, morning sunlight for 2 minutes, a social interaction once a week, even a checkout counter counts, 1 hobby session per day. These micro actions rebuild your brain in ways that feel manageable and sustainable. 4. Build a life support system instead of a routine. Instead of trying to make the perfect routine, which usually collapses after a week, build a menu of habits that you can mix depending on your energy level. For example, low energy day, shower, drink water, go outside for 2 minutes. Medium energy day, cook something, talk to 1 person, exercise for 10 minutes. High energy day, deep clean, workout, journal, socialize. Success is not doing everything every day. Success is doing something every day. 5. You don't need to know your life purpose yet. This part is important. You don't need a dream, a 5-year plan, or a passion right now. You just need curiosity. Look at life like a buffet. Try stuff, taste things, see what sticks. Try new experiences. Own to your wants. Try a new sport. Join a meetup. Take a random class. Travel somewhere alone. Purpose usually shows up while you're already moving, not while you're sitting still thinking about it. 6. Your comeback doesn't require perfection. You can still be anxious and rebuilding. You can still be unsure and growing. Healing isn't a straight line. Think of it as a spiral. You may revisit old feelings, but each time from a higher level of awareness. Don't expect yourself to suddenly feel healed. Just expect yourself to keep going. 7. And yes, here are some rituals that actually help. These are powerful, simple, and scientifically backed. Morning sunlight, 5 minutes resets your mood and circadian rhythm. Journaling 3 sentences every night. What went well today? What didn't? What's one thing I'll try tomorrow? 1 physical activity you enjoy. Walking counts. Dancing counts. Anything that moves your body is medicine. Weekly social exposure. Even something extremely small builds momentum. Bedroom reset every morning. Make your bed. Open your window. 1 minute. Changes the whole tone of the day. Limit gaming to specific windows. You don't need to quit cold turkey, just give it boundaries. One growth action every week. Something that slightly scares you but also excites you. 8. The comeback is already happening. The fact that you're thinking about friendship, stability, dating, connection. That means your brain is waking back up. The comeback isn't something you start. It's already in motion. Now you just have to keep feeding it. You didn't miss your chance. You just survived long enough to reach it. And that's one hell of a comeback.